If Diddy thought that Young Miami was going to have his back during this messy scandal with Cassie, well, Young Miami has packed her stuff and she's running away from Diddy as fast as her feet can take her. Word on the streets is that Caresha has dumped Diddy like a hot potato, and she is now cutting her losses because she knows that Diddy is going down and she doesn't want to go down with him. She is not about to be Diddy's ride or die in this situation because it's all die and no ride. I'm telling you, if there is one person that we all thought was going to have Diddy's back in all of this, it's Young Miami. We have watched her claim Diddy as her man over and over again, even when he was never publicly claiming her as his girl. She has said over and over again that she was never going to leave Diddy no matter what. But now that he is in the middle of his biggest career scandal, our girl done dipped and ran away from Diddy faster than the speed of light. And honestly, good for her, because the allegations against Diddy are just downright disturbing. Diddy was literally putting paws on all his girlfriends, and it was Cassie who filed a suit against him. The lawsuit says that Diddy SA'd Miss Ventura in her own home after she tried to leave him, often punched, kicked, and stomped on Miss Ventura, resulting in bruises, burst lips, black eyes, and bleeding, forced Miss Ventura to engage in intimate acts with male SAs while getting off on it and filming the encounters, demanded that Miss Ventura to carry his firearm in her purse just to make her uncomfortable and demonstrate how dangerous he is, and introduced Miss Ventura to a lifestyle of excessive alcohol and substance and required her to procure illicit prescriptions to satisfy his own addictions. The lawsuit also alleged that Diddy put paws on Cassie very often, like the time Mr. Combs Miss Ventura pushing her into a corner of the vehicle and stomping on her face. When the car arrived at Mr. Combs' residence, Miss Ventura attempted to run away, but Mr. Combs followed her and proceeded to kick her again in the face. Miss Ventura was bleeding profusely and was ushered into Mr. Combs' home, where she began to throw up from the violent incident. The lawsuit also claimed that Diddy often gave Cassie a lot of bruises and scars all over her body, and then he would send her to hotels and vacations to heal up in private where the media couldn't get all over her. To put in perspective how bad it was, rapper Azalea Banks even came out to confirm that this was all true, and she said, "This is true. One time Diddy even beat her up so bad he sent her on a 3-week vacation to Hawaii just so no one would see or question how her face got like that." Honestly, the entire lawsuit is just disturbing, but the part that really shook me was how Diddy was pimping Cassie out and forcing her to hook up with male SWs while he watched and got off on it. The lawsuit said Mr. Combs always supplied Miss Ventura with copious amounts of before and during these incidents, which allowed her to disassociate during these horrific encounters. It became commonplace to get IV fluids in the days after an FO to recover from the excessive substances pushed upon her. There was a lot more going on in the lawsuit, but I think y'all get the gist of it. It was horrible, plain and simple. And the fact that Diddy settled the lawsuit in just one day with $100 million makes him look guilty. So again, I can't blame Miami for packing her stuff up and running away as far as she can. According to Media Takeout, Young Miami's friends spilled that Caresha spoke with Diddy over the weekend, and they both decided to put their relationship on pause for now. Caresha's friend said, "With everything going on, Young Miami is just staying out of it. Who knows what the future holds, but for now, they both decided that it's best to just put things on break." Well, according to another source, Miami now knows that Hollywood is out to get Diddy, and she is not about to go down with him. The fact that he was linked to the Tupac just before this scandal sent alarm bells ringing through her head, and she knew that it was time up for Diddy because Hollywood has turned against him and he is going down. And y'all already know that Diddy has been getting exposed left and right and center on the internet for the last year or so. Well, Miami knows that this is not the last time that somebody is going to come out with more allegations against Diddy, and they won't stop until he goes down for good. So she is cutting her losses and making a run for it while she still can. Child, Miami is not about to sit back and go down with Diddy, even after claiming that she's a ride or die and will be with him forever. I guess this explains why she has been silent since Cassie's lawsuit dropped, because even Diddy himself is back to posting on Instagram like he didn't just get exposed. Fans left comments saying, "I wonder if Caresha Please is going to defend Diddy, or will she have the courage to leave his and stop being his personal colostomy bag? And Caresha needs to run and Diddy needs to be thrown 6 feet under the jail cell." However, this other person believes that Miami isn't as innocent as people are making her out to be, and they said, "Now, let's be honest for 1 second. Y'all really think Caresha gonna leave P. Diddy as if she didn't already know that this man was a monster. There's no way you're dating someone and you have no clue about their background. But do you guys think that this is going to be the reason Miami dumps Diddy for good, or is she going to end up going back to him like before? Drop your thoughts in the comments, then check out this next video.